Welcome to our wrestling retrospective, where today we dive into the stories of iconic wrestlers who never captured the WWE Championship. These athletes enthralled fans and dominated the ring, yet never clinched the top prize. Join us as we explore the careers and legacies of these wrestling legends. 1. Roddy Piper. Roddy Piper, famously known as Rowdy, was one of wrestling's greatest talkers and entertainers, whose charisma and microphone prowess captivated audiences worldwide. Despite his iconic status in the wrestling world, Piper never clinched the WWE Championship. His career spanned various eras, each dominated by other legendary figures like Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair, which positioned Piper more as a chief antagonist rather than the top champion. Piper's most memorable feuds, such as his intense rivalry with Hogan, highlighted his ability to draw heat and elevate the stakes of any match or storyline. However, Piper's role was often to build up his adversaries, making them more sympathetic and heroic to the audience, which unfortunately meant he rarely received a serious push for the championship himself. The lack of a WWE Championship run didn't diminish his impact. Piper remains a beloved figure in the history of professional wrestling, embodying the idea that a wrestler's legacy can transcend championship gold. 2. Scott Hall. Scott Hall, better known by his ring name Razor Ramon, was a towering figure in the wrestling world with his slicked back hair, gold chains, and unmistakable swagger. Hall was instrumental in the success of WWE during the 1990s, especially with the famous ladder match against Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania X. Despite his popularity and key role in some of WWE's most memorable moments, Hall never captured the WWE Championship. His career was somewhat overshadowed by personal issues and the emergence of other superstars who dominated the championship scene during his prime years. Hall's impact, however, remains significant, as he was part of the pivotal moments that shaped wrestling's modern era, leaving fans to wonder what could have been if he had been given a championship run. 3. Ted DiBiase. Ted DiBiase, the $1 Million Man, was the epitome of a wrestling villain, flaunting his wealth and using money to manipulate his way through the WWE universe. Despite his prominence and being a pivotal figure in many key storylines, DiBiase never secured the WWE Championship. He was so integral to the WWE fabric that he created his own title, the $1 Million Championship, to satisfy his character's egotistical need for a belt. DiBiase's ability to play the heel was unmatched, and his memorable laugh remains iconic. His role was crucial in the late 1980s and early 1990s WWE, often setting the stage for other wrestlers to ascend to the championship, yet he never had the opportunity to hold the top title himself, making his character one of the greatest what-ifs in wrestling history. 4. Owen Hart. Owen Hart, known as the King of Hearts, was a wrestler whose technical skill and charisma endeared him to fans around the world. Despite his talent and popularity, Owen never captured the WWE Championship. His career was filled with memorable moments, including his feud with his brother, Bret the Hitman Hart, which is considered one of the most emotionally charged storylines in WWE history. Owen's potential for a championship run seemed inevitable, but his tragic death in 1999 during a live event cut his promising career short. Owen's legacy in wrestling is marked by what could have been, as his in-ring prowess and storytelling ability were championship caliber, yet he never received the opportunity to hold the top title. 5. British Bulldog. The British Bulldog, Davey Boy Smith, carried the banner for British wrestling with pride and immense ability. Known for his strength and agility, Bulldog was a fan favorite, especially in the United Kingdom. His match against Bret Hart at SummerSlam 1992 in Wembley Stadium remains one of the greatest matches in WWE history, showcasing his potential as a main event star. However, despite multiple opportunities and holding other titles, the WWE Championship always eluded him. Bulldog's career in the WWE saw him compete during an era filled with immense talent, which, along with backstage politics and personal challenges, may have impacted his chances at WWE's top title. His legacy as a powerhouse of British wrestling remains intact, but without the WWE Championship, a key accolade was missing from his storied career. 6. Rick Rude. Rick Rude, known as Ravishing Rick Rude, was a standout heel in the WWE during the late 1880s and early 1990s. With his chiseled physique, airbrushed tights, and unforgettable entrance routine that involved mocking the men and wooing the women in the audience, Rude became one of the most notorious villains of his time. His in-ring skills and psychological tactics made him an exceptional performer, particularly evident in his feuds with Jake the Snake Roberts and Ultimate Warrior. Despite his ability ability to draw heat from the crowd and deliver compelling matches, Rude never captured the WWE Championship. His tenure in WWE coincided with the reigns of several prominent champions like Hulk Hogan and Randy Savage, which limited opportunities for others. Rude's career, while highly influential and decorated with other titles, notably lacked the WWE Championship, leaving fans to ponder what his reign as champion might have added to his already impressive legacy. 7. Goldust, portrayed by Dustin Rhodes, is one of the most unique and controversial characters in WWE history. With his androgynous gold and black face paint, flamboyant attire, and unsettling mannerisms, Goldust pushed the boundaries of character work in professional wrestling. He debuted in the mid-90s, a time marked by more traditional, gritty characters, and immediately stood out for his avant-garde approach to storytelling and character portrayal. Despite his profound impact on the industry and ability to engage audiences, Goldust never won the WWE Championship. His character was often positioned more as an enigmatic mid-card performer who enhanced the theatrical aspect of wrestling rather than leading the championship fray. Although he captured various secondary titles and remained a relevant figure in WWE for decades, the top title always remained out of reach. This career trajectory reflects the complex dynamics of wrestling's booking decisions, where sometimes even the most compelling characters are not slated for championship glory, underscoring the unpredictable nature of wrestling storylines. Yet Tom Murther, Mr. Perfect, real name Kurt Hennig, was renowned for his flawless execution in the ring and his charismatic, confident persona. He claimed the moniker Mr. Perfect and backed it up with an unmatched in-ring technical skill that made every performance seem effortlessly precise. His vignettes, showcasing his ability to perform athletic feats flawlessly, are still fondly remembered by fans for their humor and creativity. Despite being one of the most talented wrestlers of his time and holding the Intercontinental Championship with distinction, Mr. Perfect never won the WWE Championship. His career in WWE during the late 80s and early 90s saw him often in the upper mid-card, providing memorable matches and rivalries with the likes of Bret Hart and Ric Flair. However, injuries and the era's competitive landscape, dominated by larger-than-life characters like Hulk Hogan and Ultimate Warrior, kept the top championship just beyond his reach. Mr. Perfect's legacy as one of the best technical wrestlers in WWE history remains undisputed, though his absence from the list of WWE champions leaves his story with a notable what if. As we've seen, not holding the WWE Championship doesn't diminish the impact or the legacy of these wrestling greats. Each has left an indelible mark on the industry in their unique way. Share your thoughts in the comments about any other wrestlers who deserve recognition despite never winning the championship. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell for more wrestling content.